All right, YouTubers, this is the Angryprepper. So today's video is going to be a really quick review comparison video on folding stoves. Now, these are the 4 folding stoves that I own. The Firebox, which is the first one on your right. The Bush Box by Bushcraft Essential next to the Firebox. Then you have the Red Camp Regular and the Red Camp Large. Now, the only reason why I'm doing a review on it is because, well, I'm out here. I said, why not? And give you guys a look at these folding stoves, at least in size. Now, as far as burning goes, they are all good. There's no question about it. These stoves are going to get the job done. The only thing about these stoves, again with the comparison, is that you can obviously see the last 2 Red Camps. They are bigger. They're bulkier and they're heavier, but they burn really good and they do create a nice bit of warmth, especially in the wintertime. You would have burned the Firebox and the Bushcraft Essential in the snow cave that I did, the emergency snow shelter. You can get some nice warm air going inside the shelter. And you keep the fire concentrated to one area, which is inside these metal boxes. So keep that in mind if you ever get stuck outdoors and you need to build an emergency snow shelter. You can use these camp stoves as a place to warm up, or to warm up inside, sorry. Though you can't get them too hot because you don't want to melt your shelter. So anyway, let's start with the Firebox. So the Firebox folding stove is actually my go-to. I haven't used this one yet. I have another Firebox that I do use that's actually scorched. You could see the discoloration in the metal in that one, like you see the discoloration with the Bush Box. So the Firebox folding stove, let's go over the dimensions real quick. The width of it is 5 inches. The height is 7.5 inches. When folded up, it's 0.375 inches or 95 centimeters. With the ash pan and the 2 fire sticks, the weight of it is 33.3 ounces. Now, Firebox also has a titanium version coming out. You can pre-order it now for $150. The Firebox goes for, I think, $49.99 or $59.99. I'll put the correct price now. The Bush Box, which is made by Bushcraft Essentials, that's a UK company. This Firebox, their version of the Firebox is pretty good. Their Firebox runs 59.90 euros, if I'm saying that right. All right, so the Bush Box measurements folded goes 14 centimeters by 10 centimeters by 1.2 centimeters. Closed, open, it goes by 14 centimeters by 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters again. Sorry. So in U.S. terms, that's 5.5 inches by 3.9 inches by 3.9 inches. That's unfolded or opened. The weight of it is 470 grams. That's 16.58 ounces. This is the Bush Box, and the wall thickness is 1 millimeter. So Bush Box actually right now, they are not fulfilling orders going to the U.S. They will cancel it if you try to put the order in, but they will be opening it up, they said, soon on their website. The Bush Box company, they also have a titanium version, which I am looking to purchase. So moving on to the Red Camp Regular, I would call it, or small, in comparison to its brother, the large. The Red Camp stove, guys, obviously, as you can see, they are heavy. They are bigger, they're bulkier, but again, they cook really well. I've read Old Mutt, who I've been hanging out with all weekend. He's actually cooked on the large hot dogs and burgers, and guys, it cooks. It does what it's supposed to do. The only 2 things about the Red Camps that I don't like is they are not as sturdy as the Firebox and the Bush Box. They're actually a little weaker. They look sturdy, but they're really not. They dent pretty easily. There's a dent mark on the Red Camp large already, and I just opened it today. So again, take that for what it's worth. As far as camping goes, backpacking, I wouldn't take the Red Camps with me. I'd use that for like car camping or what we're doing this weekend. As for camping, backpacking goes, I'd go with the Bush Box and the Firebox because they fold up thin. I'll show you what they all look like folded up in a second. So, Red Camp measurement goes, the regular, which is for $24.99, and you can get it on Amazon. Unfolded, which is open, is 3.8 inches by 5.9 inches by 5 by 5 inches. Folded, it's 3.8 inches by 5.9 inches by 1.5 inches. The weight on the Red Camp regular or small is 1.9 pounds. The steel that is made out of is 3 or 4 stainless steel. These are all made out of stainless steel, guys. It's just, I guess, the way they're cut and made is going to determine how sturdy they are. Now, the Red Camp large, that's $38.99. That unfolded or open is 10.6 inches by 7.8 inches by 7.8 inches. That's opened. Closed, it's 10.6 inches by 7.8 inches by 1.5 inches. The weight on this one, guys, is 5 pounds, 5.5 pounds to be exact, right? So again, that's a pretty heavy stove to be walking around with or camping with. So like I said, maybe if you were going hunting and you were going short distance or you were camping short distance, you could possibly get away with carrying them, but I wouldn't do long distance hiking or, like I said, tracking deep into the woods with these. So stay tuned to see what they look like folded. All right, guys, so this is what they look like folded up, right? So obviously, as you can see, the two Red Camps, they're way thicker. The Bush Box and the Firebox, they're both thinner and, and they fit a lot easier in your pack. You could slide them into a thin pocket in your backpack. They do not take up a lot of room, as with the Red Camps, they both take up a lot of room. Now, again, Red Camps, I would say for, again, like car camping trips and hanging out at a cabin or something like that. Or maybe even if you want to deal with the 5 pound weight, maybe even just going in somewhere like an easy hike in and you want to, cook a meal or something. Yeah, then that absolutely works. But if you're backpacking, if you're out there for days, the easier ones to go with, guys, are the Bush Box and the Firebox. And being that both of them are the Firebox is coming out with the titanium version, and so is the Bush Box. I would go with that because they're also a little lighter, but they are expensive. I'm not sure how much the Bush Box titanium version is, but I'll put the price now. But again, you can pre-order the Firebox for $149.99. Listen, if you can afford it, buy it. If you can't, don't. If you can't afford it, you go with the Red Camps because they're cheaper, but obviously they're bulkier. Now, there are all kinds of styles of foldable stoves, guys. So, keep that in mind when you're looking to purchase one of these things. Don't if you can't afford it, go with what you can afford. But if you can, go with the first two on the right side of the screen, which is the Firebox and the Bush Box. The link to all of these will be in the description section below. So again, take a look at them, click on it, buy it, do whatever you want to do. Even go to other YouTube channels, and they have videos of them using it. I didn't do a video lighting them up because, guys, they're all the same. They burn the same. There's nothing spectacular about them other than the way they pack and how much they weigh. All right, guys, so other than that, this is the Angryprepper. Thank you for watching. You can like and subscribe to this channel. You can also follow me on the Angry Truth channel. And other than that, guys, thank you for watching.